Hello, beautiful family. So much love to each of you. This video is about literally speaking about this book, As Above, So Below, the Quantum Teachings of Jesus, written by dear friend Eric Stephen Rankin. So before I talk about the book, I want to just share about how I met Eric. So about a month and a half ago, our dear beloved brother Jason Michael Powers and his wife Heather Grace Powers are very, very dear friends of ours, had invited us to take part in the Awakening radio show down in Laguna that Michelle Anderson and Eric Stephen Rankin facilitate or co-host together. So that invited me to talk about my NDE story, especially as my video had been featured on the Other Side YouTube channel, as it's getting ready to be on also the Next Level Soul. So we've been on. I don't know anything about Eric. I'd heard about Michelle before, and we had just come back from Mount Shasta, and that's where me and Michael had first met Jason and Heather 6 years ago. There, we had just facilitated our private retreat for the members of our Ascension Alchemy Association. So it was just this wonderful gathering and coming together, and we got a chance to go to the studio. So when I was on the radio show, there were a lot of beautiful questions asked, and then there was the communication about my experience meeting beloved Master, living the Christ Yeshua, and what that experience was, and when I was on the other side. And we get a chance to speak from there, and I got a chance to share from my lens of that direct experience and what he had bestowed upon from that divine essence, that gracious crystalline essence, and what that message is in humanity, which is that divine love embodiment here. So we got a chance to speak about that, and it was a wonderful show. I'll put the link of that radio interview in here so you guys can watch that. So afterwards, Eric said, you should really read my book. I said, what's your book? He said, As Above, So Below, the quantum, the teachings of Jesus. I said, thank you so much. And for those of you who know, the last 12 years, I've been asked to not read any books. Since I crossed over, I've been working with a team of Ascended Masters through my training so I can receive my ordination and consecration, and being in that teachings through the sacred flames, the different rays of the light here. So I have not read any. I've kind of been like, stay away. we want to show you. But something guided me to read this. And I have to say, this is a fantastic book. What I love about it is he's such a scholar in the amount of research and his upbringing that he was fascinated for so many years. He actually started writing this 25 years ago, but wasn't published till later. With the research he's done from the different testaments, all the different book of Paul, John, all Matthew, and the way he brings it is incredible because he has his own reflection. And I love the way he's written this book. It's so beautiful. It's so heart-centered. It's so capturing like the depth of journey that Eric himself took, and I just so appreciated it. And the way he captures beloved Jesus is amazing in it, and I've just been very much appreciating reading it. So I just wanted to do a video about it. And of course, my experience was very different, and each of us have our own unique experience. I can tell you, I have not read Bible. I've not read the Torah. I've not even read the Quran. I do have the Holy Quran, which was my grandmother's, that for the last 32 years, I only use it because it's hers to do the blessing ceremonies. And it's not about the Quran, it's about my grandmother and what she would do for people. And always we put money inside of it to gift others with, and that's a tradition that has continued to go. And in my family, because we're so multinational, multicultural, multi-religion, all is celebrated. And particularly, I stand in a very interesting place because my afterlife experience was very galactic, was with the Arcturian Golden Council of 12, the ones that I'm speaking of, with these blue beings, as well as my meeting with beloved Yeshua. This kind of throws a lot of things off. What's so amazing, the last 12 years, I have never had a Hindu or somebody who practices Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, any of those ever be kind of like malicious, extremely rude, or threatening. The biggest threat that I've ever gotten, or hatred, actual hatred, has come from hardcore Christians, which is kind of interesting. And I've never claimed Christianity. I speak with that because that is not what my experience was. My experience with beloved Master Yeshua, with that light, that supreme light of divine love that we created from, that was the whole thing that he had brought for me to see, experience, and feel, and to remember that's where I come from. And that's my devotion on this planet. So it's not about race, it's not about color, it's not about religion, it's not about gender, it's not about any of that. It's the anchoring of the love. And what I love is there's quite a bit of the way that Eric breaks this down is just fantastic. And I really, really love this book. And I couldn't be thankful because I picked this up during this back and forth travel over the last 2 months. I would read it, especially in the airplane. So I definitely recommend it. And if I'm going to be picking up books, I'm going to start doing some more videos about this. But this one, I just want to come on and share it with you. And let me know how it is for you as well when you get a chance to read it. So much love and gratitude. For those who do all this diligent research themselves and they come to their own awareness, their inner standing, their heart standing, their understanding, so they can stand on what is their truth from within. So much love, and thank you, Eric, for this beautiful book.